Hi. So, I just wanted to discuss the wonderful topic, which is the foundation of why it is that I'm here and why it is that I do what I do, and why it is that some of you who are viewing this video do what you do. Some of you who are viewing this video are curious about how or what to do in cases where you are affiliated with, or families members with, or friends with a member who has or is afflicted with the symptoms of a mental disorder. So this month of May 2018 is Mental Health Awareness Month. So I think that for people to understand mental health, they first must understand mental illness and affliction. So here's the thing. As a mental health practitioner, it is my absolute desire, okay, and passion to destigmatize mental health and wellness. It's important for me to let people understand and see where these things start. So I am a systems-oriented practitioner. I'm a marriage and family therapist. I graduated from North Central University with my grad degree. And my undergrad is in psychology, advanced psychology. So advanced abnormal psychology was like my huge thing. The social aspects of psychology was something that I was interested in. And my major thesis or area of study was schizophrenia. So schizophrenia is a long studied, sometimes misinterpreted, sometimes very difficult to adequately or accurately diagnose illness. It's hard to understand the mind that is afflicted with a mental illness if you don't understand what the health piece is. It's hard to understand how to get a person back to a functional capacity or to mental wellness or mental health if you don't understand the mental illness. So it's important to have all aspects of the puzzle covered in order to gain insight into either. So the affliction piece, understanding mental illness. So your brain is comprised of various elements that help you as an individual function in all capacities of life. So whenever there is something wrong with a part of your brain, right? Whenever it becomes shaken, stirred, or disoriented, right? The functionality in which that part of your brain is responsible for is sometimes limited, but in some way it becomes impaired. And because that part becomes impaired, and that's a vital part of you and your human functioning and who you are as an individual altogether, other elements of you start to become affected because your entire body, just your one piece, yourself, is a system in its own. So all of the parts of self are important to your proper functioning and development in life. And if we don't have all of these things in working order, we definitely start to have problems in our everyday lives and in our relationships that we're developing in life, and even in our own interpersonal relationships and in our daily functioning. Okay, so when a person has any type of interruption in their daily functioning, right, that's how we know that they're struggling with some type of a mental or emotional or behavioral or cognitive disorder. And these disorders, on an external perspective, are afflictions to one's life and one's health and wellness. But when you're in it, how do you know that you're really struggling with it? Because you're the one that is having to deal with this thing every single day. Regardless to what extent that you're having to deal with it, you're the one having to deal with it. The people, however, who are connected to you, and if you are a person that is connected to a person who you see is a little bit off balance, or the way that you're used to them functioning or accustomed to them functioning every day and contributing to society, you see that thing has changed, then that person just may be suffering from some sort of emotional, behavioral, cognitive, or biopsychosocial illness or ailment, right? So it's just like if a person cuts their foot. If you see a trail of blood, you know that there is something that has been injured, physically on that person's body. So you're following that trail of blood so that you can get that person the necessary help if they're still there and in need of help. The same thing goes to mental, emotional, and behavioral health and wellness. If you see a person that is off and not functioning in the full capacity in which you see them function every single day, it makes sense for you to follow up with that person and to give them some type of insight on what you know about, assessment, right? Well-being. It doesn't mean that you're saying that person definitely has a mental illness or you are diagnosing that person at all. It's saying that you notice that there is something off about them after observing their everyday interactions and that you want to help, that you care. So you step in and you let that person know, hey, I've heard that if you talk to somebody, someone may be able to figure out what's going on with you and help you minimize these symptoms so that you can have a more functional life again. You see that piece? Again, right? So it's you acknowledging that this person has obviously been at primal or optimal functioning at some point that allowed them to have everything that they needed out of life and to be a contributing member of society and their system. But you realize that there is something plaguing them, something that may be larger than them, that they could get help with resolving. And as a result, they can jump back into the action and in the game of life, right? So in light of National Mental Health Awareness Month, what I would like to do is invite you guys to encourage someone to go and get a mental status exam at minimum. Just allow somebody to sit with them and observe and document, some of their current experiences in life and where they are and whether or not they're actually at their level. Have them sit and talk with a helping professional, whether it be a life coach, a psychotherapist, a licensed professional counselor, a licensed mental health clinician, or a social worker, or whomever, or a MFT student. These are amazing people who are in this field because they have a passion for people and your mental, emotional, and behavioral health and wellness. These people are trained and have the education and expertise to help you get back to where you need to be, if you are off course. But they also have an amazing platform for growth, even if you are okay and everything in your life is going just perfectly fine. We want to keep you on the up and up. We want to keep you healthy. We want to keep you mentally and emotionally strong. So help me end the stigma associated with mental health and wellness today by sharing this video with someone that you know has limited views or no views at all on what it really means to be emotionally and mentally and behaviorally fit. Because these things affect all of the physical aspects of our body. When you are mentally and emotionally and behaviorally well, your physical health, it could be stellar. Because now you have the tools that you need to focus. Now you have access to all the elements of you that help make you great, amazing, phenomenal. All of these things that help make you reach your full potential. They help you be able to achieve these things. So why not? Why not get into the game of life in such a way that you not only help yourself, but you help other people? That at some point will have some type of an intimate connection with you and have an effect on your life and what you do. Believe it or not, we are all systemically connected. And to some extent, another person in their lives, their capacity in which they perform in life, whether it be in the same field of study as you, field of practice as you, field of work as you, or not, that person is there and they will play an active role in influencing things in your life and you in things in their lives. Because you're all systemically connected. We are all systemically connected in some way. I need you for something. You need me for something. The people I know, you need them for something, etc., etc. So help me as I fight to destigmatize mental health and wellness and share this video, join me in this movement, aspire to empower another being to be great. Even if it's simply to say, you know what, I think you should talk to somebody just to have an outlet, because we all need an outlet. I think you should, I don't know, go and talk to this life fulfillment experience coach and, see whether or not you're on the right path to get this desired outcome, or confirm that you're on the right path to get this desired outcome. I think a lot of people look at what we do and they say, oh, well, you're a shrink, or, you're trying to shrink. No, what we're trying to do is expand your mind, expand your horizon, expand your resources. We're trying to give you what you need to expand life in itself. My name is Dr. LaQuanda Jefferson. I'm doclqj, and I am your family and life, individual and couples life experience expert. And that's what I do. I'm about bettering you so that you can better you and you can better other people that are a part of you and your network. That's pretty much it. That's all I've got. Thank you guys so much for taking part in viewing this video. And if you are not already subscribed and following me, you can find me anywhere on the internet by simply typing in doclqj or doclqj speaks, hashtag doclqj, or whatever works for you. For the most part, I'm branded as doclqj. I am the owner of Familial Bond Psychotherapy and Consultation Services. I am also a life empowerment speaker. If you guys need me for a speaking engagement, you can find me the same way. My email is doclqj@familialbonds.org, which is my website, and that's listed pretty much everywhere. So yeah, it's been great. Thank you, and you guys have an amazing May. May is like the month of everything. Okay? Later days, folks.